So, I recently remembered that Smash 64 has a very similar handicap mechanic to Smash Bros. Melee. I am nowhere near as good at Smash Bros. 64, but the computers are even stupider in this game, so that should make up for the lack of skill I have in here. I'm going to try it with items because this is actually the Smash remix. So there's a bunch of new features in this. They actually improved the AI slightly, and they have like a crew battle style mode. So I'm just going to put on items that I think won't really... Some of the items kind of break the computers. So I remembered that Smash 64 actually has its own handicap mode, and it basically works exactly the same as Melee's does. I'm not nearly as good at Smash N64 as I am Smash Bros. Melee, but the computers are significantly stupider in this game, so I'm thinking the skill difference won't matter as much. But yeah, this is actually Smash Remix, so they have some new features and stuff, and they actually have a crew battle mode. So I'll have 4 stocks with every character, and every computer player will get 4 stocks with every character. And after a match, if I win with 2 stocks, then I'll go into the next match still with only 2 stocks. And we do that until somebody has 0 stocks on every single character. So I'll probably start off with my worst characters, just so I can have my best for last. I don't know if Jigglypuff is my absolute worst, but I'm definitely really bad with Jigglypuff. Oh, I didn't even I didn't even do the handicap. Whoops. Yeah, Smash Remix actually adds a whole lot of new characters, but for some reason they're not available in the crew battle mode, so that kind of sucks. I don't have the most up-to-date version, so maybe they actually changed that. But currently, at least, in this version, it doesn't work. Captain Falcon's probably going to be one of the hardest ones to take down, so I am likely going to start with a really big deficit, starting off with my worst characters and against the computer's best characters. I'd say if I got 2 stocks, I'd feel pretty good. I don't know if I'm going to get 2 stocks. Oh, he's too fast! That one-shot's at 0, okay. I mean, the Beedrill were going to kill me for sure anyway, so I guess it didn't really matter. Jigglypuff's recovery in this game is so terrible. It's crazy because like every game after she has, in terms of distance, probably some of the best recoveries in every single Smash game. But in this one, it's like legit the worst in the game. Oh no, I went for it. Wow. Yeah, you can see just how bad the AI is. Once an item spawns, they kind of just lose all interest in fighting you and just want the item. Okay, I got my 2 stocks. I'm good. They also do this thing where if they're near you, they just always guaranteed roll. Man. Yeah, in Melee, that would have killed for sure. On 1 versus their 9. Get up attacks seem a little bit weaker in this game. They still almost kill. Alright! I might actually win! The Beam Sword makes pretty much any bad character go up on any tier list. The Beam Sword is so good in this game. It's probably its best iteration. So my next worst character would probably be Luigi? Yeah, let's go with that. Probably just gonna try and stick to mostly flat Battlefield or Final Destination like stages, because with how bad the AI is, I don't want them suiciding on any stages that are... Pretty much any stage that isn't completely flat, they're gonna be suiciding on nonstop. Do they not shield projectiles in this game? It's like one of the easiest ways to abuse them in Melee. You could just be Fox and spam with laser and they won't do anything because they'll want to block every single laser even though it doesn't even have hit stun. Looks like they just run head first and do it in this game. So you can see Falcon's just like dead there in my... Oh, I actually can't switch. I didn't know that. Huh. I think this stage is safe. I'm just gonna choose it because I'm fighting Donkey Kong. We'll go to his home turf. Wow, the hitbox on that is so weird. It's probably the, what is it, the Z-axis or whatever? Maybe it wasn't fair to pick this stage. Wow. The blast zone in this stage must be really far back, because I was flying forever before I could finally move again. Oh. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be picking this stage again. It's just too much of an advantage. Sometimes the CPUs in Melee actually throw the stuff they pick up, and it's super unpredictable. I feel like they don't really do that in the N64 version. They kind of just will hold on to it forever. Jeez. Okay, at least DK got one star. I was kind of expecting to be at a huge deficit right now, but instead, it's the opposite. Because I didn't pick a completely flat stage, so the computer is just going to kill itself again and again. Yeah, he like uses his recovery too late. I think that was specifically a Donkey Kong issue though, just because his recovery is like completely horizontal. It doesn't go vertical at all. I think any other character would have probably been fine on that stage. I've played a lot of matches on this stage, and it seems like the computers are okay here, so I'm gonna try this one. No, don't. Okay, okay. I won't count that. I'll go to only flat stages. It's just too unfair with how stupid the computers are. Even with improved AI, they're just so stupid. There we go. We'll go to actual Final Destination. Oh, I mistimed it. Pretty much if you take his second jump off stage, then he's just dead. I mean, specifically against the computers, just because they're so slow with up B for Ness. And they don't know how to angle it at all. They always go the exact same angle. Okay, he's gonna suicide on any stage. Well, that wouldn't have killed at 0, but still kills early. Oh, I should have done the forward throw. How did that get up attack miss me? Oh man, that stays out for so long. I don't... Oh wait, can I make that? Oh, whew. He is spamming that, jeez. Man, he likes rolling in. If anything, that should have been a sour spot. I guess that doesn't kill until like 200. Should just focus on trying to gimp him. Still win this if I kill him at like 20 on the next stop. They were very generous with hitboxes in this game. I must have gone out of the blast zone, so it just despawned. Yeah! My second worst character takes 8 whole stocks. I mean, so far it's looking like this is going to be insanely easy. I guess the AI for both Donkey Kong and Ness is pretty terrible, though. Let me see. Who else has really bad AI? Honestly, that's probably about it. I think it's going to get a lot harder from here on. So this isn't a flat stage, but they don't really suicide on it. I'll go there once I pick a new character, since I only have 1 life left. Oh, I wonder if the last hit of that would have killed. I'm not sure. Seems like Samus's moves never work in any game that she's in. Any Smash game, I mean. Do not like playing such floaty characters like Luigi. Oh man! Just felt like I should have been closer to the ground. Thought I was gonna be closer and then the Pokeball would have been fine, but no, Luigi just floats forever. I don't even think that was the last hit. I think that was like the 3rd hit or something, and it still killed anyway. Okay, next worst character, probably Mario. I mean, he is a clone, or Luigi's a clone character of Mario. Mario's slightly better though, less floaty, and I think his aerials are a lot less laggy. Pikachu is the best character in this game by a wide margin, but I actually have played like pretty much no Pikachu whatsoever, so he's not my best character, even though he's so good in this game. My best character is probably Captain Falcon. It's gonna be close between several characters though. I like the way Samus plays in this game, so Samus is probably top 3 for me. Even though Samus is a horrible character. This is the only Smash game where you can just like spam the L or R button to tech. Is it L or R, or is it just L? I always instinctively press L, but I think you can also tech with R. But yeah, you can just spam it, so no need to time anything in this game. There's also no wall teching, so you can bounce off walls eternally. There's me abusing the heck out of the AI. Just always do the exact same movements. It's very similar to Melee, but at least in Melee, they tech a lot, and they have, like, I don't know, I guess inhuman movements. And they can occasionally be unpredictable. I'd say there's a lot less about the melee ones that are predictable, but there still are several things that are predictable. Oh man, I thought he was gonna ledge hog me. Kids these days don't even know what ledge hogging is. Ever since Smash 4 got rid of it. That was one of the stupidest things I thought of. I think Ultimate is a great game, but when they got rid of ledge hogging in Smash 4, I thought that was really dumb. And then with Ultimate, they're like, oh man, the players kind of made counterplay to us getting rid of ledge hogging because players found out about ledge trumping. And then Smash Ultimate's like, get rid of that. We don't want that. We do not want anyone ledge hogging in any way whatsoever. So that annoyed the heck out of me when I found out that even ledge trumping can't really be used. It's like, I get that Nintendo hates competitive play, but geez, that's just taking it too far. Like, normal casual players aren't going to be ledge trumping. Just leave it in. I didn't even ledge trump because that had like such a tight window of being able to perform it properly. And I played pretty competitively. Ooh! I think that would have one-shot a lot of the lighter characters there. Yeah, I think I'm dead from that. I didn't even press down B correctly, dang it. But yeah, if I actually enjoyed the way that the AI CPUs fought in Ultimate, I'd probably make a lot of videos on Ultimate, but I just personally hate the way that the computer players play in Ultimate, Smash 4, and even Brawl. From what I remember, I feel like Brawl CPUs annoyed the heck out of me the way they played too. Wow. Man, Pikachu is living forever. Yeah, it's hard to gimp Pikachu. His recovery is the best in the game. Even the AI kind of knows how to use it. But yeah, I haven't really played any Smash games competitively since Brawl. So if it doesn't have a good casual mode, then I just don't really find Smash games all that fun anymore. I just played Smash Bros. Brawl competitively way too much, and that made it so I basically just never wanted to play any competitive Smash game ever again because I legit had like 25,000 hours on my Brawl file or something like that. Also, Pikachu just ledge hogged me. A lot of that time it was just sitting idly because a lot of the time I'd just be like in a Smash Bros. Brawl chat room waiting to set up a match, and I'd leave the game on, not actually playing it. But yeah, I probably had it on for, yeah, I think it was 30,000-ish hours because it actually kept record of the hours. Unfortunately, I don't still have the game. I don't remember if maybe I sold it? Maybe I lost it. I don't remember. I did try to really get into both Smash 4 competitive and Ultimate. Smash 4, I don't know. I didn't really think anything was wrong with it. I think it was right after Brawl. It was right after years and years of competitive Smash, and it's like, yeah, I'm just done with this. And then Ultimate by the time that came out. I hadn't played Smash competitively in a long time. I think the buffer system just really turned me off. The buffer system in that game is... I mean, maybe you can get used to it, but I just hated it. Absolutely despised the buffer system in Smash Ultimate. For anyone who doesn't know what I'm referring to, it's when you like... So if you're stuck in an action, like your character is out like this attacking, I could then press like A afterwards, and it would buffer the A input for like a full second afterwards, and it would then do this immediately after, even though I pressed it like a full second ago. Most games have a buffer system, but Smash Ultimate for some reason has like quadruple the length of a buffer system that a typical fighting game has. I don't know what they were thinking when they did that, but like even competitive players that are really into the game, even they complain about it. They're like, yeah, you just got to get used to it. I'm not saying it's a good thing. It's just eventually you can get used to it. But if you ever want to like switch to another fighting game, it's going to mess you up pretty badly. There were so many times where I was playing matches, I was very clearly going to win, and then I'd buffer an air dodge off of the ledge, and you just die if you don't have a good recovery if you do a directional air dodge in the air. And yeah, that just made me lose match after match after match. Like, it wasn't every single match, but it was just, it happens so often that it ruined the experience for me. It's like, I'm losing like 1 out of 10 of my matches due to a buffered air dodge from this game's stupid mechanics. Oh, man, I didn't think he was gonna make that back. I was not ready. I know that Pikachu's recovery can go that far. It's just, I mean, I'm playing against the AI who usually sucks at recovering. Wow, he lived that? Oh. Oh, if he would have got that, that would have been trouble. That would have been a lot of trouble. So, that was like the best character on the computer's side. I don't know. I might have to think of a way to make this harder if I ever try this again, because so far this is just like total destruction. I don't really know if there is a way to make this harder though. I mean, I guess I could turn items off, but really it seems like the items help the computers more than it helps me. If they get one Pokeball, like the entire stage is a death trap for me for like the next 30 seconds. If they get a healing item, then it makes them so much harder to kill, but if I pick up that healing item, they can still one-shot me at 0, so yeah, really, the items help them more than they help me. So, sadly, Link is probably, like, my top 3 most played character, but he's, like, my bottom 5 in terms of how good of a character he is. He's so bad in this game that it doesn't really matter how much you play him. If you pick up another character, you're gonna get better than you are with Link, because Link's just so terrible in this game. I'm used to playing bad characters though, because back when I played Brawl competitively, I played Ganondorf. The literal worst character in the game. He actually had his own tier in Smash Bros. Brawl because of how bad he was in comparison to all other characters. There was like a S, A, B, C, D, E, F tier, and then there was a G tier for Ganon. And he was the only person in the entire tier. It was the Ganondorf tier. I still made it pretty far with him. I never won any offline tournaments, but I won plenty of online tournaments, and I didn't have too bad of placings in offline tournaments. I was in high school when I was playing Brawl though, so I was pretty young and immature. I didn't ever get angry or anything like that. I'm more so like in tournaments, if I lost, you know, there's usually a loser's bracket, so there's a winner's bracket and a loser's bracket. If you lose in the winners, then you still have a chance to make a comeback through losers. If I lost in winners, I would always just get depressed, and then I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna drop out of the tournament. I think that was just like teenager issues or something, because I really doubt that I'd still do something like that today. It was disappointing though, because the very first tournament I went to was actually the largest tournament I went to, and I dropped out as soon as I lost my first winners match, and so, you know, I could have made more of a comeback in losers, but I think there was like 109 entrants or something, and I got 19th place even though I didn't participate in the losers bracket. So I'll never know how close I would have gotten if I stayed. Maybe I would have lost my very next match, I don't know. But I've always regretted dropping out of that tournament. I think I was 14. I think I was a freshman in high school. But there were some top players there. I got very intimidated because at the time I didn't really watch too much competitive Smash Brothers. I mainly just played it. But even I recognized a couple of the names. There was this King DDD player named, I don't even know how to pronounce it. It's Atomisk or something like that. And then one that probably everyone who knows about Smash Competitive will recognize, Mewtwo King was there. So my very first tournament I ever went to, Mewtwo King was there. But yeah, since I played Ganon, I got a lot of attention. A lot of players would watch my matches because I actually played against Atomisk, or however you say his name. And I got him down to last stock, and I think he was at like 100% or something. And I actually had people cheering for me, and like nobody even knew what my name was or anything. They were just like, "Go Ganon!" And the grand finals ended up being Atomisk versus Mewtwo King, and Mewtwo King won, but it was extremely close. I think that's what really got me into actually watching competitive Smash Brothers, because I got to watch that in person. It was a really cool, really hype match. I don't remember exactly how it ended, but I'm pretty sure it was something like Atomisk knocked Mewtwo King off stage, and he actually stole all of Meta Knight's jumps, because Meta Knight has, I think, 6 regular jumps, and then his up B on top of that. I think he stole all of his jumps, and he wasn't going to make it back on stage. And Mewtwo King, instead of trying to get back on stage, when Meta Knight is gliding, he's able to cancel out of it with an attack. Instead of trying to recover, he used the attack, so he stage spiked Atomisk on his last stock and killed him that way. And it was game 5, I think, too. So it was a super hype match. Not a very good first tournament to go to, though. Players of that level, and it was a local, it wasn't like a super major or anything. But yeah, that's crazy, because many years later, I went to I think Smash 4 tournament? Maybe it was Brawl, I don't know, but I was much older, so if anything, it was a super small, like, not very common Smash Brothers Brawl tournament. But yeah, I saw Hungrybox there. He didn't win because, I mean, he's a Melee player, and he tries to play other games, but he's usually not a top player in those other games. But yeah, just seeing him there, I immediately was like, oh man, what am I doing here? I wasn't even competitive anymore at that point. I hadn't played in years, but one of my friends wanted to go. I was like, sure. And so I probably practiced for like 3 days or something before the tournament. And I made it like maybe 3 or 4 rounds in before I lost, so I was still beating some tournament players, but I mean, I was terrible compared to what I used to be. Actually, now that I think about it, I did go to a Melee tournament back in middle school because it was at my middle school. It was only, like, my class. So, like, everyone in my... Well, actually, no, I think it was my teacher that hosted it in our classroom after school, but I think he invited everyone from the entire school. So, yeah, it was probably, like, 1,000 kids at my school or something, and there was like 35 entrants maybe. He hosted that twice, I think. I'm trying to think if it's 2 or 3 times. It was absolutely at least twice because I lost the first time. And then the second tournament, I very easily won. It was funny because the first one, when I lost it, I was so mad because they had items on, like very high items on, and I think I got killed by a hammer. Somebody just picked up a hammer, and that item in Melee is so overpowered, and not only were items on, they had it set to be a free-for-all tournament, so it was 1 versus 1 versus 1 in every match. And I think it was also timed on top of that. It wasn't even stocks. So yeah, I lost that tournament. And then the next one, I don't know if he got a lot of complaints or something, but I'm pretty sure it was no longer time. And it was no longer... items may have still been on, but at the very least, I think it became a 1 versus 1. Even with items on, nobody there, 1 versus 1, was going to beat me because, I mean, it was a bunch of school kids that maybe play it like once or twice with their uncle or something, but I actually was playing it. I mean, I play it kind of like I play it now, you know. I just play it for fun pretty frequently. I'm weird like that. I play old games all the time by myself for fun. So yeah, I had a huge advantage over everyone because nobody else there seemed to do that. Everybody else was playing newer games, and it was not even close in the second tournament. And the first prize was Metroid Prime 1, I guess, from GameStop, and it had the price tag still on it, and it was $4.99. So that was the #1 prize. So don't feel too bad about losing that first one, because I'd imagine it was something very similar. At that age, though, I think I was like 11? I was way too scared to play something like Metroid Prime. So I didn't ever really play it. I think I'm playing a lot worse, but that's okay because the computers needed some desperate help to be able to catch up. Yeah, I'll have to check the actual stocks after this because I have no idea where I am in standing in comparison to them. Yeah, I can't really do much to Yoshi because his super armor, or whatever it's called in this game, is way too tough to break through when he has a level 9 handicap. Captain Falcon would counter that pretty hard with his command grab up B. I wonder if there's different names for all this stuff in the older games. But yeah, it's actually relatively close now. So maybe I should keep talking because it's still not close enough. Probably Ness is my next worst character. There's so few stages I can pick that the computers won't kill themselves on. If I was counter-picking or anything like that, I'd save Ness for, I would have used him against, like, Samus and Fox, because they don't understand Ness's down B where he can just heal. So they would just spam that anytime you walk away from them and you could fully heal yourself. I do not know how to DI in this game. I felt like Brawl had the best version, oh my gosh, of DIing, where you like could attack to cancel momentum and stuff like that. Every game afterwards has just been, wow, was I gonna, jeez, that killed? Every game after that has just been hold a direction, and that's the best way to DI. It feels a lot less skilled based now than it used to be. It also is much, much less effective now. It seems like in current games you can like maybe survive for an extra 10% or something if you DI perfectly versus no DI. And in Brawl it was something crazy, like you could survive an extra 50% per stock if you DI'd perfectly. It was awesome. I remember the first time I pulled it off in a serious match. It was the coolest thing ever. Because I think it was like last stock and everything, and I was just like, oh no, I'm gonna die. And I was like, I lived that? I was in this old Smash Brothers Brawl clan, because that's how we all played competitive back then. We had clans that you would join, and we'd have clan wars for Smash Brothers Brawl. And you'd like keep score, and you'd like put it down in forums and stuff like that. And some of the best clans, they really became well known. Like there was this one clan that I temporarily joined. I remember it was very, very difficult to get in because they were one of the top like rated clans, I guess. And I remember playing against DeBuzz there. He was in that clan. At the time, I don't think he was that big of a player, but he was still incredibly good. Like, he played against me, and I mean, the thing is, I don't know how to rate how much better he is than me, because like I said, I played Ganondorf. I was a solo Ganon main, and Olimar Ganon, I believe, was the only matchup in the entire game that was a 0-100 in Olimar's favor. I don't know if that's ever happened in any, oops, any Smash game previous, but yeah. The Ganon Olimar matchup was a 0-100, so I got obliterated by him. But at the very least, I was able to get into the clan because they told me, they're like, yeah, wow, you're like the best Ganon we've ever met. So they let me join anyway. I don't think he was the one that tested me. I think we just played some matches. I think Street Brawlers is like the only clan I ever attempted to join where pretty much every clan, when you try and join, they all do this similar test where they have like a moderator who are selected based on how good they are at Smash Brothers Brawl. They would play against you, and they would determine if you were good enough to join the clan. And I think Street Brawlers was the only clan I ever tried to join where I lost the match, because I would always beat the players, and they'd be like, oh, dang, you're really good, you want to join? But I lost that, and I was like, wow, I lost to the tester? But yeah, they still let me join, because they said, yeah, that's, like, we have one of our best players as the tester. So, for new players, so the fact that you came close to beating him is really, really good. I think that was really the only notable player in terms of like today's standards, people that are still relevant, is DeBuzz. I don't think this other character or this other player still plays, but he was at the time one of the best Warios in Brawl. His name was Ollie. Him and I played, we formed like a competitive teams, like 2v2 team for, what was it called? Game Battles? I think it was called Game Battles. There was this online website that hosted very, very popular online competitive games like Call of Duty and Mario Kart and Smash Brothers Brawl at the time. And they had like, it was all online, by the way. They had like a $25,000 first first place prize for online only tournaments. I think it was like every 6 months? It might have been every quarter, I don't remember. But I never got to participate in that tournament because I wasn't quite good enough to qualify. They would have, like, for the entire, whether it was 3 months or 6 months, like playoff seasons or gaining rank on their website, which you'd have to play against other teams, and you get points based on how many points they had and whether you won or lost. And in order to qualify for the tournament, you'd have to have at least, I don't know how many points, but you had to be in the top 32 teams on the entire website, and there was probably like 6,000 Smash Brothers teams or something like that. I think I got into the 50s. Never made it to the top 32, though. Man, Luigi's like 2 whole tiers higher when he has a freaking beam sword. He actually did throw it, though, so that answers my question. They do sometimes throw it. In Melee, I'd much rather have the Star Rod, but in Smash 64, I thought I was gonna just barely be out of range of that. I was also kind of banking on him seeing the item fall down and be like, oh, what's that? I need to go get that. But nope, he was more interested in me. Okay, so we actually have the same number of characters, but I'm still up stocks, and these are probably the best characters for me. Well, since I'm playing Fox, I'll go here. I feel like I have a slight advantage here because I can kind of take advantage of the giant blast zones, and if I'm afraid of any particular attack, I can just go up to a spot that has more room for me to fly in a certain direction. I can't believe that up B didn't kill. I figured that'd be something that killed at 0. Oh, what? What? No! I was totally pressing up B! Oh my... Okay, it does kill at 0 if you're like 2 feet... No! No! Oh, that would have been terrible. So Luigi likes to spam up B, and he somehow keeps getting the sweet spot? Is that what it's called? I mean, I know that there's a sweet spot and sour spot for most moves, but his is more like a... You either hit or you get nothing from it. It's not really a sour spot, it's more like a does nothing kind of thing. I can turn the tornadoes off, so I think this stage is okay. Just going here because it's Link. So I do still have a pretty big advantage. It's definitely going to be close. A lot closer now that I've been so distracted talking about stuff. That just proves to me, though, I was thinking about trying some competitive Melee matches and recording that and talking. I don't think that's going to happen because I am definitely playing worse talking, and I already, even like fully focused, would be losing 90% of all the Melee matches I play online. I know how to play against computers. I don't know how to play against real players. I've never really practiced my tech skill in Melee anyway, just because, I mean, I'm technically casual. I just play it a lot for a casual. I don't know. Would you call me a casual? I mean, I play the game more than some competitive players do, but I just never play it in a competitive manner. Wow. Wait. I only killed him. Man, I'm still playing terribly. Okay, so it's practically even now. I'm actually going to focus from here on. I do not want to lose this. I'm actually probably better with Kirby than I am with Pikachu, so I probably should have picked Pikachu first. Kirby's just so good in this mode because his up tilt is the stupidest move in this game. Just combos into itself until like 150. I guess I never really pointed it out. In this mod, or whatever you want to call it, the Smash Remix, the computers, one of the things they did to make them better is they tech like probably 90% of all knockdowns, and they also get L cancels for all of their moves, which, I mean, the computers aren't any smarter, but they're definitely harder to play against when they're doing that. Playing Kirby, though, right now, actually really makes me want to play Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards. I haven't played that in forever. I kind of just replay old games from my childhood that I really liked rather than playing new games. I just kind of replay old ones again and again. It's like, oh, you know, I haven't played Kirby and the Crystal Shards in a couple years. I should play that one again. I do pretty frequently come back to stuff like this, though, Smash. Just because, I mean, you know, there's not really a story or anything. It's just you play it to have a little bit of fun once in a while. It doesn't work nearly as well when they tech everything. Oh man, Link just became a whole tier higher after getting that beam sword. I have to kill him now. Oh, he went the wrong way! Yeah, I don't know if Link's recovery is actually worse than Jigglypuff's, but it's definitely close. It's got to be the second worst in the game. Wow, I did a shield break? I barely know anything about this game, and even I can pull off shield breaks. That kind of would have sucked if I died there first. Not too big of a deal. What is it? 11 stocks to 8? So, Kirby's their backup. I guess I'll save this for last. I guess since it's Fox, I'll go here again. I really like this stage, though, so I'm fine with going here all the time. I probably should have stolen his power. I'm so not used to using that move. Does this combo into... Oh, it doesn't, but that would have been so funny if it did. Oh, another top player I actually got the opportunity to play against in Smash Bros. Brawl was Ally. I played against him on a website called All Is Brawl. I played Ganon, and he actually played Meta Knight. He didn't play Snake. I was disappointed to see that. I still lost, of course, because I was playing Ganon, but I asked him after. I was like, can I play against your Snake? Because, I mean, I was a kid. Whenever I got to play against a top player, I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. And he actually stayed and played. I think it was just one match, so he didn't stay for very long, but I actually did better against his Snake than I did his Meta Knight. I nearly beat him. And, you know, it was just one match, so it's not like I can say, I'm almost as good as Ally. We could have played, like, 10 matches, and every other match he might have 3-stocked me. I don't know. Is he gonna tech in every single time? Okay. Wow. What a counterattack. I'm sure there's websites like that now for Smash Ultimate, but I personally have never been on one. I've never looked for one, so I don't know what it's like. I feel like nothing will be as big online competitively as Brawl was, though, just because it was the first time that Smash Brothers had actual, I mean, actual in quotes, I guess, online. The online was horrible, but, you know, it's the first time you could play Smash Brothers legitimately online competitively, so it really blew up because of that. Just so many people were so hyped to be able to play Smash Brothers online. There was just so many huge websites you could go on. They all had competitive formats for it. They were all really well done, and there's just all these chat rooms dedicated to Smash Brothers clans, like I was talking about earlier. I think that's... Smash Brothers Brawl is just always going to be my favorite, even though everyone seems to really hate it. I understand. It had some really stupid design choices, but just at that point in my life, I was still a kid. Everything's super exciting when you're a kid. At the same time, it's the first real online experience that Smash Brothers ever had. Smash Brothers Brawl is always going to be my favorite competitively. Casually, I'll give it a try, but I've never really played Brawl casually, so I think that shows that I don't really care for it casually. Melee is my favorite casually by far. So he killed me more than I killed him, meaning that they caught up by one more. I'd want to go here, but he'd kill himself like 10 times. With two stocks, he'd kill himself 10 times somehow. I usually like to put the blue party hat on, but I kind of forgot. So even though I never play Pikachu, he is the best character in the game, so I should still do pretty well. Wow, that almost killed. That is not an actual spike. Dang it. It's just so easy to edgeguard with this character in this game, with there not being any form of dodging in the air. I wonder how relevant this game would be in terms of modern Smash. What people would think about it if they actually had air dodging and stuff like that in this game. If people would be like, no, that's still not enough. This game is still too primitive for me to really want to play competitively. Or if that alone would make it so that people would be like, a lot of people would come in and want to join the competitive scene of this game. So I'm probably not even going to need to use Captain Falcon unless I really get distracted with something I'm talking about. Oh, I had another chance to pick the hat, Pikachu. Oh, I really thought he was going to roll there, so I just turned around and started grabbing. Oh, I think his up air, I think that's what that is. That kills at pretty much 0 no matter where he is. Super deceiving because it looks like such a weak, pathetic attack. That was supposed to be a drop down air both times. Yeah, even the end hitbox one-shots you. It's super deceiving. It's just all of Pikachu's moves combo into themselves. Plus, he's got the best recovery. His attacks do so much damage. I think... I'm not too familiar with all the characters' throws. Yeah, like, look at that. But I think Pikachu might have the strongest back throw, maybe? See, there's that AI showing off right there. It's just like, oh, I touched the edge of the stage. That means I can't move anymore. Oh! I could have made that back if I knew how to use Pikachu's recovery better. He's been recovering super late. I feel like computers normally recover super high and up early. That one shot's okay. I gotta be careful of that. See, watch, he's gonna stand on it. Oh no, he was still invincible. If he wasn't still invincible, that would have stopped his attack first. Okay, so I actually do have to use Falcon. At least he got to appear for a short little bit. I mean, Kirby could do something crazy, I guess. Could one-shot me 4 times in a row. Oh, I wanted to spike him like 4 times in a row. Oh, that's weird. Is the aerial version of that way stronger? Oh, what a lame ending. I shouldn't have done that. I should have gone for something more exciting. So, yeah, that is so much easier than Smash Bros. Melee Handicapped, and I'm, like, way worse at this game. But maybe I'll try Brawl next, or maybe I'll go back to Melee and try an even harder version. But, yeah, thanks for watching, you guys.